Hello, little explorers. Tonight, I will take you to a mysterious city lost in time. Our brave hero will step through a forgotten time gate and enter a world whose secret has been hidden for thousands of years. Are you ready? Then close your eyes and let your imagination run wild, because the time traveler and the forgotten city is about to begin. The Time Traveler and the Forgotten City. 12-year-old Atlas was a curious boy who loved inventing things. His father owned an old antique shop, and one day, Atlas found a strange clock inside. It had unknown symbols on it, and its hands never moved. As Atlas examined the clock, he accidentally pressed a button in the center. Suddenly, a bright halo of light surrounded him. The wind howled, and when Atlas opened his eyes, he found himself in a completely different place. Atlas was standing in the middle of a city with stone-paved streets and golden towers reaching into the sky. But there was something very strange about this place. The people weren't moving. Atlas noticed a man dropping an apple, but the apple was frozen in midair. Time had stopped. Just then, an old sage, wearing a long black cloak, appeared. Welcome, time traveler. My name is Althar. This city has been frozen in time for thousands of years. You are the one chosen by fate. Only you can restart time. Atlas was stunned. But how? Althar raised his hand and pointed to a temple shaped like an hourglass. The time stone was stolen and lost. If we don't bring it back, this city will remain frozen forever. Atlas overcame his fear and set off on his great adventure. As Atlas ventured deep into the temple, he saw ancient writings and glowing stones all around. But he wasn't alone. A mysterious entity known as the Master of Shadows was holding the time stone in his hand. This stone is mine. I must be the one who controls time, he roared. Atlas had to think fast. If the stone remained in the enemy's hands, the city would be frozen forever. Then, he suddenly remembered the clock in his pocket. He quickly pressed its button, and a brilliant flash of light erupted. The Master of Shadows vanished into the light, and the stone was freed. Atlas immediately placed the time stone back in the heart of the temple. And at that moment, time started moving again. People began to move again. The apple fell, the water flowed, the wind blew. Time was restored. Sage Althar looked at Atlas with gratitude. You are a true time traveler, Atlas. Just then, Atlas felt his pocket watch vibrating. The words, "Return home," appeared on it. As he pressed the button one last time, a bright light surrounded him. And when he opened his eyes, he was back in his father's shop. The clock was still in his hand, but now its hands were moving. Atlas smiled. He had lived a great adventure. But who knows? Maybe one day he would embark on another time-traveling journey. And that's how it happened, little explorers. Time may sometimes stop, but courage and the spirit of discovery never do. Now, close your eyes and imagine. Maybe one day, you too will travel through time. Good night, time travelers. Star